Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all-access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday. And even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.
Welcome, everyone. I am your host, John Ryan, and you are tuning in to the Daily Dime Show, which is our college basketball show done every single day over at SportsMemo TV. And today's special guest is Dr. Chuck. You may remember he and I teamed up yesterday with Jesse Scholl. Our picks, Dr. Chuck's and mine, went 3-0. Can't complain about that. It was a good night for all of us on the college hardwood. I can't wait for the bigger card today, which I believe you said has like 64 games, which is about less than half of what Saturday's recent slates have been. But nevertheless, we're going to get right to it with the first game here. And this is the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, who are red hot. They're fifth now in the Big Ten standings. Looking to climb even further with notching another win in Ann Arbor at the Chrysler Center. Set to tip off tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, against those Michigan Wolverines, who are now eighth in the Big Ten with a 14-11 record. They're 10-15 against the spread overall. 15-10 over under. Rutgers 12-12-2 against the spread for the season, and their over-under is 15-11. Take it away, Dr. Chuck, and tell me where the best bet is in this matchup.
Well, we were talking off air. You know, I'm all about value. And yesterday we kind of made it a show about defense. We're going to get into that a little bit with our next play. But this is just a value play, a handful of points with the team that's playing better. Yes, it's on the road. Yes, they won by 8 in the rack. But, I mean, you know, what do we do with Michigan now with Martelli and post Juwan Howard? Diabate is missing this game. I do like Phil Martelli as a coach. I think that might be an upgrade from Juwan Howard. But Juwan Howard, in his own right, has been pretty solid. He had a terrible start to this season. Otherwise, his tenure, besides the shenanigans, has been solid on the court. However, Michigan can't shoot the three. They're shooting less than 29% from three the last couple weeks. They don't get to the line, and so they're not getting any free points, even at home. Rutgers does a good job of keeping the opponent off the line. You're getting 5 points with a team that has about 120 adjusted offensive efficiency in a 3-1 run here. And you know, I heard from people as soon as Purdue whipped them the other night, oh, well, the real Rutgers has shown up. Well, maybe they don't have the opinion of Purdue that I have. I think Purdue is a very legit contender to win the March Madness tournament, and they're not getting the respect. Everybody has them as a 2 seed. I mean, they don't have Ivy even in the conversation with Jabari Smith, Johnny Davis, and Keegan Murray. I mean, you know, Purdue is a team that beats Rutgers by 12. And so I don't think you take anything away from Rutgers off of that loss. I think everything that they had been doing up until that is legit. I think this is a very even game that I made at most home court advantage in Ann Arbor, which I don't think Dickinson being alone down low is the case. And I think this is a money line sprinkle type game where Rutgers gets right back on the horse after that loss to Purdue.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm going to support that bet with a pretty good betting system here. It's hit 69% winners over the last 5 seasons on a 50-22 against the spread record. You're going to play on road underdogs of 3.5 to 9.5 points, which is Rutgers' situation. In a matchup involving 2 decent free throw shooting teams making between 69 and 73.5% on the year. And with the home team being Michigan, a good rebounding team, out-rebounding their opponents by 3 to 6 on the season. And against a team like Rutgers, which is an average rebounding team, out-rebounding their opponents by 3 or fewer. That has gone 69% and supports Rutgers tonight in that matchup. Good job.
And Rutgers is much better at home, but I talked a lot about coaches. I talked about 2 coaches and didn't even name Steve Peichel, who probably should be the coach of the year in the Big Ten this year. And so, you know, that's not to be overlooked as well.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to transition right here into the SEC with LSU, the LSU Tigers. Our team, in my opinion, is flying under the radar. They're 19-8, going for their 20th win. It's going to be a difficult venue, however, to do that 20th win when they have to travel to Rupp Arena and the University of Kentucky Wildcats. 72% of the bets placed so far are on Kentucky. This line opened at 7. It's now 7.5. LSU's only getting 28% of the love, and I immediately gravitated towards LSU, and then my models actually aligned with LSU. And I'm going to sprinkle the money line on this one. And I know that sounds bold, but a sprinkle is like 0.5%, and this is a 4% bet. So that's a sprinkle. A sprinkle is not taking your money that you bet on the spread and doubling it and doing it on the money line. So I want to make that very clear for everyone. University of Kentucky's coming off an awesome game, which I was on them, and I believe that was actually a video I did on SportsMemo TV, which was a 4% bet on Saturday. They played Alabama. They fell behind by 13, Dr. Chuck, and then I went to do my in-game bet on Kentucky, and I wasn't quick enough, and Kentucky, right from that moment, just went nuts. And before you knew it, the line that I was trying to get was listed at plus 7.5 for Kentucky. And within like a minute, it was pick'em. And I let it go because you don't chase lines. You don't do it. So I didn't get the satisfaction of that, but I did have the full game on there. And they did cover. They defeated Alabama by 9. And when one of the most remarkable second halves I've seen any college team do this year. I'm a little concerned that that's going to carry over to this game, but that's why I have my models, because it takes the subjectivity out of the equation. So I'm going to take LSU here in this matchup, and they get their 20th win, and all of a sudden they become a contender. Another minor concern is that they're 3-6 on the road, but if you look at those 6 road losses, there's maybe one was a kind of a head scratcher that should not have happened. And I can give them a pass on that. I think at this time of the year, you got to look at these teams and determine which team is hungrier for the win. Is Kentucky coming off that big win in Alabama with 22 wins on the season already? Or is it LSU who wants that 20th win, which assures them of being in the NCAA tournament, no matter what happens in the SEC conference tournament coming up in a couple weeks? So for those reasons alone, I am definitely backing the LSU Tigers here with a sprinkle on the money line.
Now, each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all-access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday, and even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.
Now we're going to move into a different conference, that's for sure. It's the Sun Belt, where we have one of my favorite mascots, those Raging Cajuns. And we have, in this matchup, though, they are not involved, but this is LA-Monroe at Georgia State. This game's set to start tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see here. Georgia State is installed as a double-digit 12-point favorite at home. 54% of the bets so far are on them. 46% obviously on Monroe. Monroe is 13-15 straight up. 5-8 on the road in those road games. They've covered the spread at a rate of 5, 7, and 1 push. Last 10, they've gone 3-7 straight up, 4, 5, and 1 against the number. Last 10 for Georgia State, pretty impressive. 7-3 straight up, 7-3 against the number. Take it away, Dr. Chuck, and tell us where to put our money in this game.
Yeah, the Fun Belt. It's not quite as fun as
That's right.
Weeknight Fun Belt football action in the fall, but yeah. So Georgia State is a team that we backed a lot early on in the season. I love Rob Lanier, the coach here, and they hadn't put it together, but they have put it together now. We talked yesterday about defense. Arkansas was the number 1 defense. We were also backing Kent State, who had been putting up fireworks on offense, but also put up that number 3 in the country defense. Well, narrow it down, we move each day to another 2-week frame, and the 2-week frame back to on the adjusted defensive efficiency on Bar Torvik, it's Georgia State, number 1, with an 83 defensive efficiency. The best part about this spot here is I'm not going to lay 12 points with the Georgia State Panthers, even though they're at home. But they also just happen to have the 350th of 358 effective field goal percentage on offense. They can't score. They're winning games with their defense 58-49, 58-51, 60-52. These are the type of games they're playing. And even when they played Monroe last time, they won on the road against the Warhawks 73-62. Vegas kind of did their due diligence and dropped that total from 142 last time that landed 135 to 138 this time. Right now, I locked in already as a 4-unit play the 136.5 under. It's dropping. I don't know when this will air or when you will see this, but at DraftKings, as of this very moment on DraftKings right now, it's for some reason a 138.5. So I don't, 2 points of value doesn't sound like a lot in basketball, but it's a ton. Georgia State is going to make everything hell on the Warhawks. And Monroe isn't great on defense and give up a lot of points on the road, but Georgia State can't score them. And there's not going to be a free throw problem. Neither of the teams excel in that. Georgia State's also slowed the tempo down as well as stopping the opponent on defense. And this is a 70-60 type ceiling in my numbers.
I like it quite a bit, Dr. Chuck. I like that play a lot. I have a ton of angles. It would take me an hour to get through these. But Georgia State is 8-0 under when facing teams that are called for 17 or fewer fouls per game this season alone. Mm-hmm. They're 10-1 under when facing strong ball handling teams that are committing 14 or fewer turnovers per game this season. I mean, it's the list is endless. Let me just mention one more. 16-3 under is the Monroe when facing strong ball handling teams committing 14 or fewer turnovers in the second half of each of the last 3 seasons. So after game number 15, that's the halfway point. 16-3 under there. 6-0 under when facing teams that are outscoring their opponents by 4 or more points per game. I'll stop there. I like that underplay quite a bit. Now, Dr. Chubb,
and further to your point, like you said, Georgia State isn't as good on the perimeter defense as they are inside the two, but Monroe shoots 3-pointers at one of the lowest rates in the Sun Belt, and so these are other things you just don't have to worry about chucking or not chucking. It's going to be a moot point in that.
Yep, I agree. Well, there you have it, guys and gals. That's 3 breakdowns of the NCAA card for the Wednesday night action. And plenty of marquee matchups to talk about. We chose 3 of them just for you, and these are bets that we, as professional bettors, are going to take to the window. I hope you do as well. We went 3-0 yesterday. I had a big day in the NCAA card. I hate to say it, Dr. Chubb, I've been scorching hot of late. I'm 7-1 in college basketball totals. I'll have one of those up later today at SportsMemo.com. So make sure you get over there and get Dr. Chuck's subscription. Notice I said subscription, not a daily pick, a subscription.
And
it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Exactly.
And
one thing I want to add about John, I didn't get to mention about his pick. This is if you want to gain the public's respect and especially colleagues' respect, what you do is you are objective about everything. This man, John Ryan, just won a big game with Kentucky on Saturday. He beat me. I had Bama, and I should have had first half Bama. And there's no public bettor out there that is immediately thinking, why don't I fade that team that just slaughtered the opposition and covered for me even without their point guard. That's what John Ryan's doing here. This is how you do it. It's like in the NFL. The team lays an egg. You come right back with them. And that's not something that non-professional bettors are going to do. And so listen to this guy, because this is exactly the thing that I respect most.
Well, my head's swelling. It's not going to fit on the screen pretty soon, this small ego of mine. But yeah, we all know the process. There's days that I always use the analogy of the dog and the fire hydrant. And maybe I'll put that graphic up on this show because it is pretty funny graphic. But some days you're the hydrant and there's nothing you can do about it. And other days, you're the championship dog at the Westminster Kennels competition. So we'll leave it at that, but make sure you do listen to Dr. Chuck because he is very good in all sports. We have hopefully someday Major League Baseball coming up, which he just hit it out of the park like every single week. The guy was coming on the Manny's Pub show. And his pockets were just getting so big, he ran out of pants to fill the money in. I mean, it was ridiculous how much money he made last year. Well over 200 units is a fact. And it's all documented. You can't make it up. So, Dr. Chuck, I'll let you go here. I appreciate your time as always. Always a fun time with Dr. Chuck. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys next time tomorrow for the next edition of the Daily Dime Show with Don Buster and Rocky Atkinson and myself, of course. So until then, always remember, bet with your head and never over it, and may all the wins continue to be yours.
Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all-access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday, and even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.